just another video entry that I'm gonna do. My day was pretty interesting. Work was amazing. Nothing interesting happened. It was just any regular old day. Still keeping people safe from this terrible virus that everyone still calls a hoax. So, just yeah, I'm gonna take that back. Something pretty interesting happened, and it's more objecting to me because um I've been experiencing some fatigue in my body. I'm more tired than I was before when I first started, and now it's like to a point where I have to do a sleep study in a couple of weeks. And so I'm gonna go and make sure everything is okay. And so it's not any disease, not anything. Everything is good. I just gonna go and do a sleep study and figure out why am I always tired. Why is my sleep off, and why is this, why is that? Because I have a million questions that I don't have not one answer to, that I want to know what's going on. Because because sleep is more important, so I can just be energized and be ready for the next day, or be ready to take or be ready for anything. So this is why I'm gonna do the sleep study, is because my sleep is really, really, really off, and I'm it's gonna and so I just have to go do this overnight study in a couple of weeks, and then before that I gotta do the COVID test, just to make sure I don't have COVID, and I keep myself safe from that, and I do everything I can to protect myself and to protect others, and it's really not an easy task, because every day I'm coming in, every day I'm dealing with people, and I don't know if they have it or not. So I can only do the best that I can, just to keep myself protected and safe. And so that's all it's gonna go on with me. And I may do a live video before the sleep study, or probably wait until later on. So that's all that's gonna go down. So nothing pretty interesting happened. It's just I don't know what kind of sleep disorder I have. I don't know if I have narcolepsy. I don't know if I have a sleep apnea. I don't know. So that's why I'm doing the sleep study, because I really don't know what's going on with me. So I'm gonna, because I really don't have much to say. I really don't want to go in too deep with this, because I don't know yet what's going on. So I will go into depth once the sleep study is done in a couple of weeks. And once that's done, I will go in depth of what happened, or what was in what they were doing, and because for what I've seen, I'm not gonna tell you guys what they're gonna do, because I'm gonna say watch the YouTube videos yourself of what they do with sleep studies, and just watch. And if you have any questions, or know any doctors in your family that do sleep studies, ask questions. Because I don't know, not one doctor that do sleep studies in my family, or any friends or families that does that. I don't know. So I'm gonna keep everybody posted. Because I don't know what I have. I don't know if I have a sleep insomnia. I don't know if I have narcolepsy. I don't know. So that's why I'm gonna do this sleep study. And to be honest, I really don't want to do it, because I have to stay overnight in the hospital, and me in hospitals are not very good friends, because one, I don't like hospitals at all. I don't like hospitals at all, especially when I've been in and out of hospitals as a kid. With me dealing with so many sicknesses, and trust and believe, it was no fun when I was in and out the hospital as a kid. It was no fun at all. Because I remember when I was 8 years old, I stayed my whole spring break, my whole 2 week spring break in the hospital. My whole spring break. And I'm like, what? I had spent my whole 2 week spring break in the hospital. And that itself was never fun because at the time I was dealing with meningitis. I had to stay in the hospital. I had rashes on my legs. I couldn't barely walk. I had to learn how to walk all over again. And from there, I just got better and better. Kept getting well, and I still stayed in there. And so, because anything could have changed, I was walking around and everything. And after the end of the 2 weeks, I was ready. They said, "You ready to go home?" I was like, "Yes, I'm ready to go home." Because I didn't want to be in that hospital no longer. I wanted to go home. I wanted to be home where I wanted to be around my family. So, yeah, that's basically my experience in the hospitals. And then, second one, I'm not going to talk about that one too much. I'm not going to talk about that yet until I'm ready to talk about it. So, that's basically why I don't like hospitals very much. Because, you know, with that experience of me being in the hospital. So, that's basically all I have to say. I'm just sitting down here watching my Netflix, you know, enjoying the rest of my day, getting ready to start my weekend. Probably catch some Z's, which I probably might not do that till later on tonight because I'm trying my best not to fall asleep around this time, because if I fall asleep around this time, I'm not going to be able to go back to sleep at night until the next morning. So that's I'm trying my best to stay up as much as I can, keep myself awake. Because if I go to sleep now and wake up hours later, I will not go back to sleep I will not go back to sleep until the next morning. And that's not good at all. Because one, I'm an active person in the morning, and because I like to do things, get things done before, the afternoon. And so that's all I want to do. So I'm gonna end this video right here. If you have any questions about it, any questions about me, about my experience in the hospital or anything like that, put them in the comments and I'll probably respond to them. And so that's all I wanted to say. Love you guys. Bye.